So you're a new spacefaring, star-jumping, planet-colonizing civilization? Well, let me welcome you to the galaxy. I am Null, and in these lessons I hope to try and teach you fleshy meat sacks some information about how space works in relation to you. First lesson I will be explaining today is size and speed. Science fiction may have misled you that in a spacefaring civilization Mars would be a simple skip over like a plane flight. Of course, physics shows us that the answer is a lot more complicated than you may think. The distance between Earth and Mars is usually around 225 million kilometers, but it can be as short as 55 million or as far as 401 million. These distances are dictated by its orbit, but when it's closest may not actually be the optimal time to transfer. Due to the nature of orbiting bodies, the best time to transfer for efficiency and to save on fuel is what's referred to as a Hoffman transfer. But distances and orbits are not the point of this lesson. The point is about speed. Ships, unlike planes, boats, or cars, do not have a maximum speed. Instead, what's important is their acceleration and delta V. The delta V, while sounding scary, is basically just how much energy or fuel you have. When it runs out, you can no longer make course adjustments and are stuck drifting in interplanetary or interstellar space. Most ships accelerate at around 1 to 3 g or 1 to 3 times Earth gravity, with that being 9.81 meters per second squared. A ship accelerating faster does make it nimble, but as with any vehicle, going fast brings many stresses on both the crew and vessel. This is Scout.
Hi, Ma!
He will act as our test pilot for different levels of acceleration. His little Viper is not equipped with any sort of sci-fi internal dampening bullshit, so let's see how he survives.
Aw, jeez!
Scout is now accelerating towards Mars from high Earth orbit at 1 times Earth gravity or 1 g. Scout feels fine. He can comfortably sustain this for days on end theoretically.
Yeah!
So long as the fuel lasts, that is. At the speed it would take about 60 hours to reach Mars, assuming average distance and continuous burn. If he was stingy with the fuel, only burning enough to get there, it could take up to 9 months.
Oh!
Scout sounds bored, so let's speed it up.
Okay, this does not look good. Here,
Scout is now in pain. If sustained for too long, it is likely he will stroke out and die. He will probably lose consciousness in a few minutes regardless. However, it would still take just over 24 hours to reach Mars at this rate, still way too slow if an enemy fleet is attacking. Let's get there faster by accelerating at 100 g. Ah! It seems Scout has been turned to red jelly. I'm sure he will be fine. It's worth noting at this rate the ship will. Ah, yes, the thrusters were pushing so hard they have shoved themselves into the frame of the ship and detonated it. At speeds around 500 g, structural and mechanical failure are almost a guarantee. This means most ships for practicality and physics stay below 50 g. Even with sci-fi bullshit technology. Well, this was a fun lesson. It's worth noting that the speed issue goes both ways. An enemy force entering from the edge of a system will have potentially months before reaching within weapons range of your homeworld. Take the time to prepare a counter-attack or a defense. An evacuation if you have to. And remember that any big warship will naturally have a much harder time fighting inertia, so use what you can. Well, with the good luck, fledgling spacers, hope to see you in the next lesson. Null signing off.